Good day, I am Jessa Pellazar, a spokesperson of Bsed Math 2. So today we will be discuss about three-dimensional figures. So before we proceed, let me present to you the objectives of this lesson. So in this lesson, you will be expected to first create 4 three-dimensional figures, second, identify three-dimensional figures, and last, determine the formulas in finding the volume and surface area of three-dimensional figures. So what is three-dimensional figures? Three-dimensional objects having 3 dimensions, namely length, width, and height. Unlike two-dimensional shapes, three-dimensional shapes have thickness or depth. The attributes of three-dimensional figure are faces, which is the flat surface of a polygon or shapes. Edges, which is the particular line segment joining two vertices in a shape. And vertices, which is the typically means a corner or a point where the lines meet. The 3 dimensions compose the edges of a 3D geometric shape. A cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cone, and cylinder are the basic 3-dimensional shapes we see around us. So, we will define what is cube. A cube is a 3-dimensional object bounded by 6 square faces. Facets are sides with 3 meeting at each vertex. So, we will define what is rectangular prism. Rectangular prism is a 3-dimensional object with 6 rectangular faces. Next is sphere. Sphere is a 3-dimensional shape made of all points equidistant from the center of the shape. Next is cone, a 3-dimensional solid that has 1 circular base and 1 vertex. Next is cylinder, a 3-dimensional solid that has 2 parallel, identical circular base. So, here's the list of a 3D or 3-dimensional shapes with their name, pictures, and attributes. So, a cube has attributes of 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. So, a rectangular prism or cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Next is sphere. It has 1 curved face and no edges and vertices. Next is cone. It has 1 flat face, curved face, edge, and vertex. Lastly is the cylinder. It has 2 flat face, 1 curved face, 2 edges, and no vertex. So we can see a cube in a Rubik's Cube and ice cube, a sphere in a marble and a ball, a cone in a party hat and funnel, a rectangular prism in an aquarium and shoebox, and lastly a cylinder in a battery and water tank around us. So these are the 4 3-dimensional figures that I chose. So first is a rectangular prism, cone, cube, and cylinder. In finding the volume of a rectangular prism, we have the formula volume is equals to length times width times height. In finding the surface area of a rectangular prism, we have the formula surface area or SA is equals to 2 times length times width plus length times height plus width times height. In finding the volume of a cone, we have the formula V is equals to 1/3 times pi radius squared times height. In finding the surface area of a cone, we have the formula SA is equals to pi radius squared plus pi radius times height. In finding the volume of a cube, we have the formula V is equals to S cube or side cube. In finding the surface area of a cube, we have the formula SA is equals to 6S squared. And lastly, in finding the volume of a cylinder, we have the formula V is equals to pi radius squared times height. And in finding the surface area of a cylinder, we have the formula SA is equals to 2 pi radius squared plus 2 pi radius times height. So this time we will solve and get the volume and surface area of a three-dimensional figures, the four selected three-dimensional figures using the formulas. So we will solve first the volume of a rectangular prism. It has a height of 6 meters, a length of 9 meters, and a width of 4 meters. So the formula is equals to volume is equals to length times width times height. So next is we will substitute. So the length has a 9 meters times a width of 4 meters and a height of 6 meters. So 9 times 4 meters is equals to 36 meters squared times 6 meters. So 36 meters squared times 6 meters is equals to 216 meters cubic meter. So the volume of a rectangular prism is equals to 216 cubic meter. Reminder that a volume is the answer is always in units cube. So the example number 1 has a volume of 216 cubic meter. So another example. So the formula volume is equals to length times width times height. So the rectangular prism has a length of 11 centimeter, a width of 8 centimeter, and a height of 4 centimeter. So 11 times 8 is equals to 88 centimeter times 4 centimeter. So 88 times 4 is equals to 352 centimeter. So the volume of a rectangular prism is equals to 352 cubic centimeters. So now we will solve the volume of the next three-dimensional figure, which is the cone. So we have formula 1/3 pi radius squared times height. So down 1/3. So we have the pi constant 3.14 is equivalent to 3.14 times radius, which is 3 centimeter. So 3 centimeter squared times height, which is 6 centimeter. So 1/3. So 3.14 times 3 squared is equals to 9. So 3.14 times 9 is equals to 28.26 centimeter times 6 centimeter. So 1/3 is equals to 28.26 centimeter times 6 centimeter is equals to 169.56 centimeter. So 1/3 times 169.56 cubic centimeter is equals to 56.52 cubic centimeter. So we have volume 56.52 cubic centimeter. So another example. So we have formula volume equals to 1/3 pi radius squared times height. So 1/3 constant 3.14 pi radius is equals to 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter squared times 10.5 meter rather. So 1/3 times 3.14 times 5 squared is equals to 25. So 3.14 times 25 is equals to 78.50 centimeter times 10.5 meter. So 1/3 is equals to 78.50 times 10.5 is equals to 824.25. 4.25 meter. So 1/3 times 824.25 cubic meter is equals to 274.75 cubic meter. So this the volume of a cone is equals to 274.75 cubic meter. Now we will get the volume of a cube. So the formula is equals to V is equals to S cube. So 12 centimeter, which is the side, 12 centimeter cube. So 12 times 12 is equals to 144 centimeter times 12 is equals to 1,728 cubic centimeter. So a cube has a volume of 1,728 cubic centimeter. So another example. So a cube has a side of 9.2 centimeters. So volume is equals to S3 side which is 9.2 centimeters. So the cube of 9.2 centimeter is equals to 778.69. So the cube has a volume of 778.69 cubic centimeter. So now we will have to get the volume of a cylinder. So first example, a cylinder has a height of 12 centimeter and a radius of 3 centimeters. So the formula is volume is equals to pi radius squared times height. So constant 3.14 times radius 3 centimeter squared times 12 centimeter. So 3.14 times 3 squared is equals to 9. So 3.14 times 9 is equals to 28.26 centimeter times 12 centimeter. So 28.26 centimeter is times 12 centimeter is equals to 339.12. So a cylinder has a volume of 339.12 cubic centimeter. So another example. So we have the formula. Volume is equals to pi radius squared times height. So 3.14. So we have the radius 2.5 meter squared times height 7. So 3.14 times 2.5 squared is equals to 6.25. So 6.25 times 3.14 is equals to 19.63. So 19.63 times 7 meter. So 19.63 meters squared times 7 meter is equals to 137.41 cubic meter. So a cylinder has a volume of 137.41 cubic meter. So now we will have an example in getting the surface area of a three-dimensional figures. And first we will have a rectangular prism. So the formula of getting the surface area of rectangular prism is equals to SA is equals to 2 times length times width plus length times height plus width times height. So 2 is equals to length, we have the length 9 meter times the width, we have 4 meter plus length, we have 9 meter times height, we have 6 meter plus width 4 times height, which is 6 meter. So 2 is equals to 9 times 4 is equals to 36 plus 9 times 6 is equals to 54 plus 4 times 6 is equals to 24. So 36 plus 54 is equals to 90 plus 24 is equals to 114. So we had 114 there. So 2 times 114 is equals to 228. So reminder that the answer of the surface area is equals on unit squared. So we had 228 meters squared. So this is the answer. So So now we will proceed of getting the surface area of a cone. So the surface area of a cone has a formula of SA equals to pi radius squared plus pi radius height. So pi is equals to 3.14. So we have the radius 3 centimeter plus pi 3.14 times radius 3 times height, which is 6 centimeter. So 3 centimeter squared is equals to 9. So 3.14 times 9 is equals to 28.26 centimeter. Plus 3.14 times 3 is equals to 9.42 centimeter times 6 is equals to 56.52 centimeter. So we have 28.26 plus 56.52 is equals to 84.78 centimeters squared. So the surface area of a cone is 84.78 centimeters squared. So now we will proceed in solving the surface area of a cube. So the surface area of a cube has a formula of SA is equals to 6S squared. So 6 is constant. So S is equals to, which is the side, is equals to 12 centimeter. So 12 times 12 is equals to 144. So 6 times 144 is equals to 864. So the surface area of a cone is 864 square centimeter. So now we will proceed in getting the surface area of a cylinder. So the formula of getting the surface area of a cylinder is equals to SA is equals to 2 pi radius squared plus 2 pi radius times height. So 3.14 times radius, which is 3. So 3 centimeters squared plus 3.14 times radius 3 times 12. So 2 times 3.14 is equals to 6.20 times 3 times 3 squared is equals to 9. So 2 times 3.14 is equals to 6.28. So 3 times 12 is equals to 36. So 6.28 times 9 centimeter is equals to 56.52. And 6.28 times 36 is equals to 226.08 centimeter. So in getting surface area is we have to add 56.52 centimeters squared plus 226.08 square centimeter is equals to 282.60 square centimeter. So the surface area of a cylinder is equals to 282.60 square centimeter. So that should be all, and I hope you learned from my discussion.